So when it comes to investing, guys, I'm lazy, I'm boring, and on top of that, I like to cheat. I think if I was like that anywhere else, I would probably be in jail. But when it comes to the stock market, these are the qualities that you actually want to have. I don't want to invest in things that are exciting, that can risk all my money, where I basically don't have the odds in my favor. I don't like any of that stuff. Again, I'm boring, I'm lazy, and I like to cheat. That basically means the way I operate is very simple. I like to play games where everything is in my favor. I don't like to gamble my money. I like to do short things. I don't want to treat my investing lifestyle like a Disney World roller coaster. I don't care about that stuff. What I really want to do is I want to have my money grow substantially at a good rate over a long period of time. It's that simple. In order to get me financial independence, and that is it. I don't care for the excitement at all. So in this video right here, I'm gonna tell you exactly how you don't want to invest. And on top of that, I'm gonna show you exactly how I'm currently investing. And this way you can make a choice whether, hey, I can avoid this, I can do this, but overall it comes down to boring, lazy, and cheating. That's what I do here on this channel in my life with finances, and don't tell anyone about it, okay? Now, on top of that, guys, as always, guys, like this video. On top of that, also subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified. Now, the very first thing is, guys, the first mistake I see a lot of people do is basically they invest large sums of money, but infrequently. So they basically invest a lot of money today, and then you don't see them for a long time. And the idea is, Tommy, I want to buy the dip. I want to buy high. What is it? No, I want to buy low and I want to sell high. And on top of that, I also want to take advantage of all these crazy new opportunities. And overall, when it comes to investing, again, it all comes down to consistency, longevity, and actually staying in the game for a long period of time. Now, I'm not saying that buying the dip is a stupid idea, but I'm saying that thinking that you're going to buy the dip always sell, always buy low and sell high is very stupid. And here's why. Because more than often, when people say these things, what they're saying is, I'm waiting for the market to go down to basically invest money, but you don't know exactly how low the market is actually going to go. And on top of that, you have people that what they really want to do is take advantage of new opportunities like IPOs or crypto this or NFT this, and whenever they're putting their money into these things, it's like either I might make money, I might be a billionaire by tomorrow, or I might lose all my money. And this whole idea of investing your money like this, which is basically I put my money in sometimes I don't, my money into this, into that, the answer is it's very lottery-like to me. And when it comes to the lottery, I don't play it because one, it's not boring, it's not lazy, and on top of that, it is not in my favor. I don't like playing games where the odds are not in my favor. I hate it, honestly, okay? But that's what it's like. You know, you hear about Dogecoin, you see this one guy with a beard that made a lot of money, and Elon Musk, but you don't hear about all the other losers that didn't make any money and lost a bunch of money. I have friends. They get involved in these deals, they make some good money, and they talk about the money they made, but they never talk about their losses. And that's also super important, right? Because you want to be well aware. When it comes to investing, it is about consistency, and search up this term, search up dollar cost average, okay? That's going to be also my channel. So look up dollar cost average, TommyBryson, and it talks about basically investing is all about consistently investing the same amount of money into the same boring investments and getting that same money every single year consistently. That's what you're really looking forward to. Now, number two, guys, is you want to stop trying new things out with your real money. Now, here's what I mean. Okay, I have a friend, okay, and he got some money, and all of a sudden, he wants to put all his money into real estate. And the answer is, it's not a bad idea, right? Real estate is a good investment, but not all real estate is a good investment, okay? There are no blind, closed-eyed investments. You have to be aware of what you're actually doing. So if you don't have any knowledge over what you're doing, that makes it extremely risky, okay? So risk enters the picture when you have ignorance. If you do know what you're doing, then risk is eliminated or decreases by a large amount. Meaning, for example, if I were out there picking stocks, that would be very risky for me because I'm not as good as Warren Buffett. If I'm out there picking index funds, I know exactly what I'm doing and what my perspective actually is, so it's not risky for me whatsoever. But if you're doing any of these things without knowing it, the answer is you're taking the most risk out there. So overall, The best way to invest is usually going to be on a small scale. The best way to learn is via someone else's money. And it is okay to work for somebody else while you figure out exactly how to invest and how to take advantage of opportunities. What I mean is this, okay, guys, when I say you don't want to invest your money into new things you don't understand, is you just don't want to put your money into things you don't understand, okay? When it comes to, hey, Tommy, I have $1,000, it's not a lot, I just want to invest it. The answer is $1,000 is a lot of money when you're making minimum wage, because it takes you a long time to make it, and I know what that feels like. So losing $1,000 might not seem like a massive amount of money, but to you it is, because it's all you have, okay? And there is no opportunity out there that's worth you being wiped out over, okay? So my advice is always, instead of putting $1,000 at risk, or $100, or $50, just waste $15 on a little finance book or a little investment book to actually get the research and knowledge. You understand exactly what you're doing. You can actually do it with confidence. And by the way, if you're gonna go out there, this is a wild example here, okay? But I really want to like nail this down to the wall. If you're gonna go out there and say, Tommy, well, I'm gonna go ahead and read a book about how to win in a Las Vegas casino. The answer is you can get a book about ways to basically increase your odds, but at the end of the day, you're playing a game that is it's just super stupid, okay? So make sure the books you're actually reading pertain to the lifestyle you actually want to live, because there are a lot of stupid books out there because people are people, and that's fine, okay? So read the books that make the most sense for what you actually want out of life, because there are a lot of stupid books out there, okay? Now, number three, stop trying to rush. I've seen people go from age 25 to 50 in less than 5 years. How do you do that? No sleep, a bunch of stress, and a bunch of unknowns when you wake up. I don't want to live like that. I like waking up and sleeping soundly because I know exactly what I'm investing into. But whenever you put your money into something and you don't know if tomorrow you're going to wake up with zero, the answer is you get old very quickly. And there is no need to rush, because in the end, right, if you do things correctly, it's going to work out. If you take in what's that word? Exuberantly amounts of risks, it's just not worth it, because it's going to potentially wipe you out. And again, nothing is worth you getting wiped out over. It's not a good idea. So here are some games that I don't play. I don't do day trading, because overall, it's not about actual value. It's not about actual investing. It's all about how much money can I make based on the market flows from X time to X time in one day. Most of those people, 80% of them, they lose money. So what does that mean? It's not a game that's boring. It's not lazy. And I can't cheat at it, because most people, the odds are not in my favor. Most people are losing money, okay? I don't want to be entertained by that game. Forex trading, same thing. I don't want to play that game. It's the same thing almost as day trading. You're basically on that computer, trying to do research, analyze the market, and you want to see a pattern, you want to see this. If finance had patterns, think about it, just use common sense. If finance had patterns, if you could look at a candlestick and see a pattern, don't you think those people that teach you those things would be billionaires and wouldn't want to teach you those things? It's just common sense, right? Then number three is, I don't put my money into little things like, oh, there's Bitcoin, there's NFTs, there's IPOs, there's this, there's that. I just don't worry about all the new things, because there's always going to be something new. And I stopped worrying about the fear of missing out. It's all about consistently investing your money over the long term. Now, this means if you want to join the long-term team, you got to understand most of us on this channel, okay, we are lazy, we're boring, and what we really want to do is just make money consistently, and we're basically cheaters. And you know, I have so many friends, not a lot of friends, okay, but people I basically know, okay? People that are so much smarter than I am, and they're so stupid in the way that they're so smart intellectually, but when it comes to their finances, they make very stupid decisions because they play games where the odds are not in their favor, and they don't pertain to what they actually want out of life, which is basically financial freedom. Think about leverage and everything else, okay? So that's the idea. But then, it's not to say that if you use leverage, you're stupid, because I also have a friend which is smarter than I am, and he also uses leverage, and he knows what he's doing. But most people that try these things, like they're making terrible decisions, and they're basically every single year when they file a tax return, it shows they're losing money. So maybe don't try that, okay? That is it, guys, okay? So my investment strategy, if you made it all the way to the end of the video in less than 1 minute, is this. I put 100% of my stock market money into the S&P 500 because I believe America is going to do better tomorrow than it is doing today. It's that simple, okay? I also diversify my income, right, into other real estate, for example. Okay, I put my money into real estate also to make some money via cash flow. This way, stocks are down, I still get money from rental properties. That's the idea. It's not that complicated. It is simple. It is boring. The odds are in my favor. I can basically be lazy at it. It's exactly what I like, okay? But guys, that is it for this video. Thanks for watching. Comment down below lazy if you made it all the way to the end of the video. And again, I really mean it, okay? When it comes to your finances, you really don't want that much excitement. Because it's not cool when you think you're gonna retire and then you find out you're gonna have to be working for another 20 years. That's not cool at all, okay? So as always, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified. Up here is another banger. Here's my face, subscribe, and as always, long-term team officially out.